right, welcome back, everybody. South Africa tourism. This basically is responsibility. We're talking about South African tourism, includes growing business tourism in the country, and they have been an important part of Meetings Africa since its inception 10 years ago. They've also been in partnership with the South African National Convention Bureau, and they're also very, very much so tasked with growing the business of the eventing industry here in South Africa. Well, no stranger to Morning Live, and certainly no stranger to everything that has to do with the growth of tourism here in South Africa. I'm joined by the Chief Executive Officer of South African Tourism, Thulani Nzima. It's always good to see you, Thulani. Welcome to Morning Live again.
Good morning, Leanne, and it's very nice to be here.
Thank you very, very much. Really, this is looking fantastic this year. It just seems to be so much bigger than the previous years that we've been broadcasting from here.
We are very excited about it, but the strange thing is that every year we think we have done better, and the following year we do even better than the previous year. So better can always be bettered. If you look at the composition of what we have here, this is what makes Meetings Africa tick, and the composition of the best of what Africa can offer under one roof. The various exhibitors that are here, but also the international buyers that we are bringing here. That is what makes this Meetings Africa buzz. Because you create a shopping floor, a trading floor, where you bring in the best of the buyers and the best of your exhibitors.
How can it grow? I mean, you talk about it actually growing every single year, and every year it does grow, and you move the goalposts further. But where are the areas that perhaps are not being represented, that there is still a gap and can be used to grow?
If you're talking from a product point of view, I think we have covered quite a lot here. We have corporates that are coming here because they see an opportunity. We also see professional conference organizers that see this as an opportunity. The international media's interest in Meetings Africa is also increasing. And you look at the African buyers and associations that are coming here. Every year we've been growing at 10% across the board. So it actually goes to indicate that people see value in Meetings Africa as a platform for them to exhibit the products and what they have to bring to Africa in general. But you're also seeing other elements that we're bringing in here. We have a program for the youth leadership. That's very, very important, because what we do, we go to institutions that offer tourism-related training, and we give them an opportunity to present something out of the box. And from there, the winner is exposed internationally. We have done that this year. We did it in the previous year. So it's going very well. But we also create a business opportunity networking, which we had yesterday. Those are the kind of things that keep rejuvenating Meetings Africa. You don't come here for the same thing every year.
Good. Which is important, and we'll talk to these winners, as you were saying, on a little bit later on in the program, so please do stay tuned for that. One of the stumbling blocks, I imagine, is these visa restrictions that we're seeing coming about in South Africa, particularly we saw yesterday, we're seeing that everything must be in English if you've got an unabridged birth certificate. A lot of other countries now need to go to a specific area in their country to go in person for that biometric facial recognition testing in order to qualify for a visa. What is it doing? Is it hampering us? Is that seeing that the numbers perhaps are going to diminish slightly because of the strict restrictions?
Well, I don't want to say much about the visa regulations, because the president has announced a review committee that's going to take place. So that gives everybody an opportunity to actually look at this very good piece of legislation that may sometimes be interpreted as counterproductive. But it is also an opportunity for all of us to be aligned in terms of what it is that we're doing in the best interest of the country from a security point of view, but at the same time, how do we compete and promote tourism into this country? Tourism is the new mining. So if you look at countries such as Mauritius and the Seychelles, which do not have much by way of minerals, they are relying on tourism. And if you also look at what is happening around the world, everybody wants the Chinese tourists to go to their country. So we have to be careful how we actually position ourselves in the competitive global space, where everybody is perhaps being security conscious at the same time, but they are relaxing their immigration regulations. I think for us, it's a question of really of a variety of things. One, alignment, and second one, logistical readiness, where we have a big country like China, and we want biometric systems to be implemented. We're not against it, but it's a question of, do we have sufficient facilities for issuance of
Yeah.
visas and the processing of these biometrics, because you physically have to travel to those countries.
Yeah.
If you look at the distance between China and Shanghai, there are only 2 points in China that does that. And you also have India, a very big country. So all in all, really, we welcome the opportunity to give input in terms of how the new visa regulations are supposed to work. And our minister is deeply involved in this. And that's why I was saying, I'm a little bit cautious in saying too much about
Absolutely.
it, because really the president has seen it fit
Yeah.
to set up a committee to review this.
Good. I'm glad we got your opinion on it, though, and I'm glad that you welcome it, but at the same time see that there is a stumbling block somewhere in it. But Thulani, thank you very much. Enjoy these 10-year celebrations, and let's just see it grow and grow and grow. And I hope we get to witness even bigger events in the future. Thulani Nzima, who is, of course, is the CEO of South African Tourism, talking to us here on the program. Thanks again.
Thank you very much, Leanne. Happy 10 years
Yeah.
to Meetings Africa.
Indeed. Happy 10 years.